You know what I mean? I was not set for, or prepared for that whatsoever. My store was fairly lucrative at the time,
Yeah.
and I decided that I could not leave if my burglar alarm was not going to be trustable.
So
You know
you
what I
were
mean?
camping out at your store?
With no air conditioning, and the thing got hot, man. It was probably one of the last actual summers that we've had in Ontario here. It was about 35 degrees out, and I was in this store that had no air conditioning. It was friggin', you couldn't open the windows. There was no windows to open. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was disgusting, man. And I was sleeping in that, and the power was off for quite a while, man.
Yeah, I think it was well over 24 hours, if not closer
Yeah.
to 48. I think.
Yeah,
I
it was
can't
it was about
remember
48. Yeah, and that night it was funny because I went over to across the street to a bar, and it was cool because there was a whole bunch of people in there, and someone had a ghetto blaster that ran on batteries, so we could, you know what I mean? And they had all the candles lit and stuff, and we're drinking beer that was rapidly getting warm because the freezers had gone off, right?
Yeah.
And the cash registers didn't work. Everything was cash, and no debit machine. If you had cash, you could drink. If you didn't, you were a cave dweller. So we're sitting there.
Take your
We're
plastic
sitting
card
there listening
elsewhere.
we're sitting there listening to a ghetto blaster, drinking warm beer in the dark, just by candlelight. Hundreds of people. It was quite cool.
Yeah.
And
No doubt. I know there was a lot of barbecues.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's sometimes those kind of situations bring out a communal nature in people that you don't necessarily see when the rat race is in full swing. You know what I mean?
No, it's absolutely true.
Probably one of the
Gives
nicest
you a
experiences
moment
I've
to
ever had.
pause and realize exactly, where everything's at.
Yeah, exactly. It was a nice feeling. I went from feeling like a cave dweller trapped in a store. I felt like I might have to physically defend if looting started and stuff like that. You know, because
You were prepared for everything there then.
well, I was prepared for nothing. I was prepared to defend my property. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was not. I wasn't prepared to deal with anything at all that was happening. I had no food, no. Luckily, I had a lot of cash on me.
Got you some beers across the road.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a cash guy, man. I always, as soon as I get paid, I remove my money from the bank. I know that I still have a bank account. Doesn't remove me completely from the equation, but I just simply, I don't feel comfortable leaving my money in a bank. It's not even about them using my money, because I know it's not even like that in that sense.
Yeah.
It's just about having access to my money.
Absolutely, man. Hey, why don't we take a musical break and come back?
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go. I want to play some Ladytron, Destroy Everything You Touch. Dedicate this to Stephen motherfucking Harper. Yo, Mike. I think it's pretty good to be back here doing election follow, do you not?
Absolutely, yeah. It always feels good.
Yeah, man. I don't know. For me, we've been away from this for quite some time, you know, and it's been a little bit tough during that time because I feel like even though I think we've both been pretty busy locally, and I've been getting videos of our local rallies up and talking to as many people as I can and stuff like that. For some reason, this kind of feels like a formalization of my dissent, you know, and I feel that without this exact outlet, I haven't, you know, I haven't resisted Stephen Harper quite enough, or I'm not doing anything, in fact.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same kind of boat. As much as I've been active here locally as well, I had a little hiatus from that for a while, but I got back at it, and that, you know, that fills a certain purpose, but I just always enjoy having our conversations and talking about, well, look where we went tonight. I mean, I think that you could easily say that Stephen Harper and where his Conservative Party wants to bring Canada led us to contemplate essentially, you know, ecological disasters and a drastic change for how people live.
Yeah,
and I mean, that's not something that, you know, that's not a happy story.
Yeah. Well,
so
we definitely
we need to talk about this stuff.
We definitely went all over the place, and I was kind of like, I got myself badly turned around talking about international finance and economics there, but hopefully it didn't sound too bad. And
no, I still understood what you were saying.
Okay, cool. Because I definitely got myself turned around backwards. But you know what? It signifies that we're coming on here. We're trying to wrestle with complex issues and provide some analysis to the best of our abilities and invite a conversation. You know, I think that has to be happening more and more around this country, because without an effort to understand, with an effort to educate, we're simply not going to defeat conservatism. You know?
No, not at all.
So I think any effort we can make, or anyone else can make, doing this type of thing, becoming the media, you know, it's incredibly important, because I tell you, I see some excellent work being done, but sometimes I'm downright disappointed in what I see in terms of media in Canada. You know, for example, when Thomas Mulcair went out to Alberta to visit the oil sands, you know what I mean? That was one thing. He was trying to, you know, show the people of Alberta that he's not against them. He came out, I'll check out what you guys are doing. He was invited out and he went, you know, just so he could say he had some first-hand knowledge of exactly what's happening up in the tar sands. Right. And well, guess who wasn't present to meet him? Alison Redford was not
really
there.
Eh?
She wasn't there. The CBC reported that she could not meet Thomas Mulcair when he made the nice gesture to go to Alberta to visit the tar sands. CBC reported that she was at a conference. Well, do you know what conference she was at that prevented her from meeting Thomas Mulcair that day?
I don't, but I'm interested to learn.
She was at Builder